Customer retention is critical for sustainable growth. I'm Tasmin Sibbald and I'm the Customer and Operations Director here at Vypr. Whilst customer acquisition will help you get into new markets and in front of new audiences, customer retention is an easier route to revenue and it comes at a fraction of the cost. It also helps with customer lifetime value and therefore shareholder value. It's the entire business's responsibility to look after customer retention. Starting at the beginning of the sales process, the sales representatives can ensure that they understand the reasons to buy and the customer's high-level business objectives, and then pass these over to the customer success team who ensure these are implemented and achieved. Then take marketing. Marketing can help with an ongoing relationship between us and our customers, ensuring that we're front of mind, that engagement is high, and can also help us to convert some on-sell opportunities. Clearly, product also play a role in customer retention. It's important that the product meets the needs of the customer and that they have a forum to talk to the product team should they want to talk about any potential development in the product. Even the support functions can help with retention. For example, the finance team can ensure that any interaction is as frictionless as possible. It's really important to have a clear process for the customer growth team or success partners, so that they know exactly which meetings in the life cycle of the customer they're going to hold, and even to the agenda in those meetings. But it's important that the process doesn't constrain them and still gives them the opportunity to convert the growth opportunities and to build the relationship with that customer. But one thing it does give you is really good management information so that you can track interactions with the customer and take action if, for example, they're not engaged very well. As a specific example, at Vypr, we do customer health scores at every quarter with our customers. So we get a score for them on the product, on the service they receive, and the value for money. So at any time we can see if there is an area where the product isn't meeting their needs, or we can take corrective action. If, for example, they score us really low with the product, we can seek to understand whether there's more of a training need for them or whether there actually is a missing in the product, and then we can put them in touch with the product team to ensure that's discussed. It's really important to have a clear customer process, and this will include what meetings our customer growth partners will have at particular times in the annual contract, and we'll even go as far as what agenda topics are going to be included in each meeting. When this is recorded in a system, it helps you to understand exactly where each customer is in their journey, and you can take corrective action where required. As a specific example, we collate health scores for our customers every quarter. We have one for product, one for value for money, and one for the service that they receive for us. If we find, for example, that a particular customer gives us a low score on product, we can seek to understand whether there's a training need there or whether potentially there's a missing in our product to meet their needs. It's also important to have world-class customer support. At Vypr, our customer growth partners have on average 10 years experience doing the jobs that our customers do, meaning not only do they understand our product inside out, they also understand the world of the customer and can really add value. And it's for this reason that I believe we have such a strong Net Promoter Score, currently at +75. Many companies use customer success roles as an entry-level role or an early in your career role, but at Vypr we take a really different stance. It's also really important that customers have access to support whenever they want it. There's nothing more frustrating than having software that you don't think you're getting the most out of and you don't really know how to use properly. Onboarding is also really key, and onboarding has to be excellent. Again, they need to know how to use your product to make the most out of it so that they want to stay with you. There are a number of ways that you can measure customer retention. The percent of value of your recurring revenue that you get the following year. And it's important that you understand this both by customer type and by your individual customer success partner. Then you have churn. It's important to understand the volume of churn that you have year on year and to understand this by customer type again and by success partner, so you can understand if there's a pattern in the customers that you're losing. Net revenue retention is key, because this gives you a really good indicator of how engaged your customers are and ultimately how satisfied they are. These measures combined will tell you what's happening with your revenue, what's happening with any customers that are lost, and also how well you're doing with making your customers happy.